and welcome to All the Nerdy Ladies YouTube channel. If you have not visited before, I want to welcome you to my new playlist that I'm doing. I decided to post this playlist onto my All the Nerdy Ladies YouTube channel for a specific reason. I could have done another channel or another channel, but I decided that this kind of fits into All the Nerdy Ladies because I am a lady, and I have taken to heart a quote from Will Wheaton, which is, being a nerd isn't about what you love, it's about how you love it. And while smoking the hookah is not a typical nerdy thing, I love it. And I've been doing it for a long time, and I would consider myself a hookah nerd. So if that doesn't fit into your standard of what a nerd should be, I don't know what to tell you. You don't have to watch my video, but this is something that I enjoy doing, and I am totally a hookah and a shisha nerd. So I'm going to talk about the things that I love and how I love them. So if you're not interested, you don't have to watch, but if you are, I hope you enjoy, okay? The first thing that I want to talk about today is the tobacco I have been smoking on. I tried a couple of weeks ago this new, it was new to me, I don't know how new it is to the market, but it's Alfacher brand Plum with Mint. Looks like this package here, and this is the small 50-gram size. But I thought it would be nice for me to describe the flavor and discuss a little bit about, just talk about some hookah stuff. So Alfacher Plum with Mint. It has a subtle plum flavor. It's not very intense. I don't know if you've never had a plum before, you know what to expect from a plum. And this has a little bit of that flavor to it, but it's not too intense. It's very mild, very mellow, and the mint in it is, it's very mild as well. So you're not gonna get a punch in the face of mint or a punch in the face of plum. There are other flavors out there that do have that kind of effect where you get a really intense flavor, and Plum with Mint is not one of those. So if you're looking for something intense, I wouldn't suggest this one. But if you're looking for a very mellow flavor with a nice mint base to it, I really would suggest this one. I find that I smoke it quite frequently. I have been buying this. I usually switch my tobacco flavors around often because I get tired of them. But Plum with Mint isn't one I've been growing too tired of. I do mix it every once in a while, but I keep it around almost all the time. And I thought that it would be nice to tell you about how I felt about it. If you are looking for a one to be good to smoke with friends, this one's good because I don't think a lot of people, at least of the friends that I have tried it, I wouldn't think a lot of people would find it as a gross flavor. I know that there are a good amount of flavors out there that have that taste to them, and they're pretty acquired tastes, but Plum with Mint I wouldn't think is. If you don't like mint at all, I really wouldn't suggest this one. I don't know what else I can say about it. It gets a good pull, there's good smoke out of it, and it's just a good flavor. And what's funny is the only reason that I have the small 50-gram size is because my local hookah shop didn't have the large Plum with Mint, the ones that are I think it's like 250-gram size. So I ended up buying just like 5 little boxes of this to make up for it. But I keep it around all the time, and I love it. In addition to smoking this current flavor, I wanted to talk about the coals that I use. I've used a lot of different brands of coals. I don't really like the quick lights, but I have a normal coil stove. I guess it's not normal, but I have a coil stove, so I prefer to use the Coco Nara coals. They look like this. They're little black squares, and you can just set them on your stove and let them burn up, and put it right onto the hookah once they're done. The reason I don't like quick lights is, first off, when you light it, it's best to light it outside because it produces a lot of smoke, and the smoke tastes pretty gross. So if you're going to be using a quick light, you want to light it outside, or at least get it going indoors outside of the wind, and then take it outside to let all of that nasty smell out. And another reason that I don't like using the quick lights is once you have it ready to go, it's all sparked up and it doesn't really have that nasty smell going on anymore. It doesn't last very long on the hookah. You have to, if you want to get your coals to burn at the same rate that your tobacco is burning. You have to use at least 2 quick light coals to get them to go at the same rate. And what I like about the Coconara ones is they last a long time. Once, at least all of the times that I've experienced it, once my Coconara coal was ashed, my tobacco was pretty much done as well. And I like that. I like not having to change it out, and I like not having to replace the tobacco either. I don't want to have to replace either. I want them both to burn at the same rate. So if you're looking for something that you can just light at home, Coconaras are pretty good. The only problem with them is, like I said, they're not quick lights. So you have to light them on a coil stove or get a good flame. It's almost like a flamethrower just to get them going. So I know that there are some portable coils. They're not stoves, but they're little burners that you can purchase on Amazon, or just Google search that and find a supplier. But I think that would honestly be my only bad thing I would have to say about the Coconaras. I have tried Three Kings, didn't like them. I think Alfaker has their own quick lights. I've tried almost all those quick lights that are on the market, and just nothing was good like these Coconaras. And I think that's it. In case you were curious as to what I smoke on, I'll show you. This is my hookah. It's my little Maya, just a little one. But it works good for me. I don't smoke that frequently. And I usually don't smoke with friends, so it's a nice size. I think this one cost me about $60, and it came with the hose, all the pieces, of course, and it came with a really cool carrying case, so it was a good price. I'm sure I could have gotten it a little cheaper, but at the time I was like, I just want my hookah. I don't really, I just want a hookah that's gonna work. So Maya's a good brand. I've had this hookah for about 3 years now, and I have only had to replace the grommets. They dry out, through wear and time. They dry out and start to deteriorate, and so you have to replace them. But I've never had, it doesn't really rust, so I've never had to replace any of the parts that need to be replaced frequently from rust. I have some cleaning brushes for the base of the hookah, so I've never had to replace the base. I've lost a couple of bowls here and there, unfortunately, but I have upgraded them to a Vortex bowl, which is fantastic. Vortex bowls are great. I don't know, I'll actually post a picture right now. The Vortex bowls are fantastic because they allow the tobacco to burn evenly. I can't even say how much different they are. I mean, with a Vortex bowl, you put the coals on either side of the bowl and it just burns evenly. If you have a regular bowl where all of the holes are on the bottom, the heat has to get through the top layer and then it burns everything on top, making its way down to the next layer, and then it just keeps burning, and by the time it gets to the bottom layer of your tobacco, your coal is pretty much ashed. And so you can't really you can try to reuse that tobacco, but you might get some of that burn taste from the tobacco that's been sitting on top of it. And I really enjoy the Vortex bowls because that doesn't happen. Like I said before, when I use Coconara coals on my hookah, it will all burn evenly. It burns pretty much very evenly when I use it with a Vortex bowl. I have used my Coconaras with regular bowls before, and they do last the same amount of time, but I always end up with a lot of burned tobacco on top and not very much on the bottom. And I don't like wasting tobacco. I mean, we all know tobacco is not cheap, especially if you're gonna get shisha. It doesn't come in a lot per gram. So if you're going to try to get the best bang for your buck, I really suggest Coconaras for your coals, and I suggest a Vortex bowl for your bowl. Another good thing that I didn't mention about Coconaras is you can get a lot of coals for a good price. I think right now they have the case of 120 coals for $15. It might even be cheaper than that. And that's a lot of coals. If you're smoking, I use 2 coals per hookah, so that's like 60 bowls it'll last. I don't have to, it's like once a month I have to go and get another box of coals. It's fantastic. And so you're getting a decent burn, you're getting an even burn, and you're also going to get a lot of bang for your buck. So I suggest all those things. I'll talk a little bit more next video about some other flavors of Alfacher that I've tried. I've also tried other brands. I've tried Starbuzz. I've tried some of the ones that are tea, like hydro herbal, something like that. I've also tried the steam stone, so I might bring that up. But this is my first video, and I thought I'd do something fun about hookah. And if you are interested in hearing more of what I have to say about hookahs and tobaccos and the shisha life, please leave me some comments below. I just started a Facebook group with some people from my local tobacco and hookah store, and if you're interested in getting in on some of the conversations that we have, I'll link to that below. And if you have any questions for me or want to know about any reviews that I might do of some other flavors, please let me know. Also, if you have any flavors that you think I would really enjoy, let me know. The ones that I like, I love fruity flavors. I'm not really into things like, I know there's one that's like energy drink flavored and cinnamon flavored, and I don't know about those. So if you have any fruity flavors or minty flavors that you think I might enjoy, please let me know. And I'm also interested in floral flavors. I love rose and I love jasmine. Those are really good mixers. So like I said, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Otherwise, I really appreciate everyone that's watched this video, because I know some people that are not interested in the nerd life might not understand why I posted this on All the Nerdy Ladies channel, and vice versa. If you're not into the hookah life, you might be wondering why I posted this video as well. I hope I explained it pretty well at the beginning. This is just something that I love, and I've been doing it for a while, since I was legally allowed to, I believe. And I'm probably going to keep doing it for a while. So stick around, I'll do some more videos, and thanks for watching. Bye.